So if you deal with a lot of anxiety, this video is for you. I have an amazing thing that has transformed my life that I want to share with you today. So a lot of you know that I was actually able to reverse CPTSD in my life, and I took myself through a recovery program on my own and was able to completely transform my life after being raised by narcissists. I learned how to love myself. I learned how to meet my own needs. I developed who I was. I developed who I am as, my individual self. I was able to psychologically separate myself from the narcissists in my life. I was able to establish confidence, and so I'm no longer triggered or can be controlled by narcissists. And I completely transformed my life, right? And some of you have followed me over the last 3 years as I went through this process, right? And I have continued to want to share with you ways that I have continued the healing process and continued my healing journey. If you need help with some of those first things that I mentioned, I do have an online course that I provide for those that need help. So let's dive into the anxiety relief strategy that I have discovered. And some of you may have actually heard of it. Before I tell you what it is, I'm going to tell you the benefits. One, it makes your body alkaline. This is very, very important for those of you that deal with systemic candida. If you've been in a permanent state of fight or flight, you've got that autoimmune issue. I know that I had leaky gut and all kinds of issues because of candida, and it makes your body alkaline so that can't survive. The candida can't survive in your system, which is amazing. And what's interesting is I had struggled a lot to keep my body alkaline, and my doctor had given me the little pH balance tests, and I actually would take these every single day and never really truly be alkaline, and I really struggled with that, right? So after I started to do this, I started to take those tests and my body was alkaline. So I was able to verify that this actually does work in making your body alkaline. The other thing that it's going to do, and the primary reason why I started to do it, was that it completely eliminates your anxiety. And so anytime that I would feel anxiety, I would feel like I couldn't do something. I would feel overwhelmed by life, overwhelmed by the next thing that I had to do or all the things that I had to do. And a lot of times then, what would I do? I'd end up binging on social media or playing video games or checking out in some way. And so when I started to do this, every time that I would feel overwhelmed, it just takes a couple of minutes, and I then was so extremely present that in the past, I kind of had almost an ADD or ADHD type of reaction where I couldn't fully complete projects because, if I was cleaning my home, I couldn't fully clean my home because I didn't have enough energy or focus to do all the extra little details that are around it. And so if things never fully 100% would get complete, I would do things about 95%, right? And if you can relate with this, this is really going to help you, because what it does is it makes you so at peace and so centered that you end up being able to handle all those things without even a second guess. All right. And there's other things about it that it that it enhances your immune system. It helps your heart. It has lots and lots of health benefits. So some of you may have heard of this, but it's Wim Hof's his breathing method. And you can find, he's got an app. It's in the App Store. You can find it under WHM. Now, some of you may have heard of him. He's the guy that goes out into the Arctic, in his shorts, and is swimming in ice, right? And freezing his tail off. And they've done all kinds of tests on him. I think it was Ebola that they actually tested Ebola on him, and it could not affect him because his immune system is so strong because of these breathing exercises that he does. Now, he does cold showers as well. I was kind of raised around that, and so I've always kind of done the cold showers. And as you guys know, I also do the breathing that I've taught some of you guys with the meditation that's on this video. And then if you were in my inner circle, I taught you a couple of other breathing techniques that I do that will, you know, help your state. What I like about this is that I wake up in the morning. Basically what you do is you breathe in for about 40 times, and then you stop breathing. And because your body is full of oxygen, you don't have to breathe. And so you kind of just, the blood that's been rushing to your brain, giving you massive anxiety, it calms, and your brain calms, and all of that anxiety goes away. And so then after, you know, however long until you feel like you want to breathe again, then you breathe and you hold it, and then you can start another session. You do about 3 of them. So I wake up in the morning, I do 3 of those. Then I take a hot shower, and then I do the cold shower and time it. And then he has other stretching exercises and such, and I've been trying some of those as well, where you breathe into the stretch to, you know, help you stretch more. I'm not the most flexible person in the world, so I've actually been trying to do the splits, and I was able to go from not being able to touch my toes because I was really like stiff and everything, to be able to completely grab my feet within just one try, right? So it really does work. His techniques really work. So what's cool about the app is once you download it, it does cost like $14 for a subscription, which it's worth it, right? And you go in and there's like a little library of just a couple of short videos, and he explains everything to you. So if you're somebody that needs, you know, I would highly recommend that you go through and watch his videos, because he tells you how to breathe and how to do all the stuff. And then it records. You know, you can go and record all of your breathing and all of that kind of stuff. And it, you know, records your progress. And it has just completely transformed my life. So if you are somebody that struggles with anxiety and you're trying to be more effective in your life this year, you're trying to like it not be crippling for you, whether it is interacting with other people, whether it is getting things done, whatever it is that you know, are limited because of your anxiety, I highly recommend his app. And this is not, you know, I'm not getting any benefit from this. This is not an advertisement. This is just absolutely something that completely transformed my life. And I would highly recommend that you grab the app. And he's got the subscription that he has now is a special. I had actually downloaded the app a year ago when it was free, and I really didn't use it until I decided, like, you know, I'm gonna really try to see if this is gonna help me with my anxiety. I just did it on a whim, completely transformed my life. So if you have stomach issues, if you've got anxiety issues, if you have immune system issues, it's going to help all of those things. So guys, I hope that you take advantage of getting his app, and that you begin to utilize this and transform your life. And again, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel. We'll see you next week.